that we feel we always have to keep moving and going? And he was like, it's because we already been programmed to the point to where I have to keep staying on my feet because I got to be in protection mode all the time, whether it's at home, whether it's out in the street, my job, my friends, whatever it may be. So I'm always on my toes and I got to be moving. He said, but we never give our time to rest.
Yep.
And he was like, if we was as men, took our time to rest. Peace, what's good? This is Part of My Thoughts podcast, and I am Baba Akimbola, and this is
Abel Geronimo.
Yes, and we back with episode 7.
You dig?
Yes, and it's been a great ride. How you been?
Hey man, been cooling, bro. You know, it's been a lot that been going on that we need to discuss, that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, family good.
Okay.
You know,
that's what's up.
Everything is up right now, as we say.
Yes.
How about you, brother?
Hey, brother, everything has been going good. Family good as well. You know, we doing it. We doing it. Yeah. We blessed.
That's up.
Yes. So we ain't even gonna waste y'all time. We gonna get right into this.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, boy. Social media, boy. That boy been hot, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, that thing been hot.
That thing been scorching now, but
yeah. So, you know, and one of the main things today we want to discuss on everybody's seen it. It's been getting, crazy reviews, but the young lady and the father bringing his child some food and her being upset about him not bringing the rest of her children food. So we want to just touch on that dynamic of that whole episode. So, So let's get right into it, bro.
We going in, baby. All right, so we were talking about the reactions and the response of the video itself, as well as was the mother itself right or wrong, and then that kind of led to a off topic itself for the fellas. So again, ladies, a lot of times we actually do congregate and we huddle in when we see mess like that on the internet, because we need clarity and we want to make sure. Unfortunately, we need to make sure that we're not pretty much taking this out of context.
Right. Salute to the chat.
Salute to the chat. The chat. So we started talking about it, and I think concisely, like, we actually came up with the notion that if that's not his responsibility, one, why is he being pressed to actually provide for the other children that aren't his? So it put me in the mindset of the dynamic where, all right, what is their co-parenting like in regards to providing for one and not the others? But again, he's not responsible for providing for the others because he came over there, unfortunately, with a fast food restaurant that, we've had our discussions about. Y'all don't get no free promo on this mug.
Unless you cut the check.
That we talked about. So it just kind of brought up, a different topic, a different conversation for us.
Yeah, dude. So for you, what's your thoughts? Do you feel she was in the right, wrong? Where you at on it?
Oh, nah, she was definitely wrong.
Okay.
Right. I feel that one, she could have handled that differently. I don't know what she was trying to do to expose him. But then again, it's like when you have misguided females itself, they misguide the youth, including more specifically our boys. So everyone talked about, what she did and what he did, but where were the kids at when they were watching this? I'm pretty sure they were somewhere around when this is all taking place. So even as early as 2-3 years old, our mindsets as children, we absorb all that. We think these are right just because mama said so. We think these are right because daddy did this. And coming from that working establishment of, working to better the co-parenting situation, that thing kind of really hit home.
Okay. All right.
So that was for me. It was like, yo,
yeah.
It's like it was never that case while we were inside of the home collectively. It just became like that because of the situation. That's how it was made.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
So how about you, bro?
Remember in the chat, I gave a different couple of views on it. I feel that yes, she was wrong, because we have to be, as men, we're responsible for, what we created. And I've seen posts where people is like, a man gonna bring all the children food. Okay. If that's what you think, like, that's cool. All right, if you want to feel that. And I feel like if you was in a relationship with this individual, then that makes sense. But when we cut ties and we say we're separating ourselves from each other, my responsibility is making sure what I've created is being met. And the needs are all being met. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And then what's the relationship between them two? Because if I feel that she was very prideful, because if you felt that you didn't have enough for your children, and knowing me as a father, I'm going to come through for mine, the relationship or the conversation could have been, hey, I know your son, he's hungry at this time. I do have these other young, I have the other ones here as well. If you can't bring something for them too, I'm finding myself, I'm at a hard place right now. Communication.
Oh, yeah.
If it would have been communicated, I feel that brother probably, he would have did what he needed to do. But at times, and females, we ain't trying to just jump all down your throat, but at sometimes you can escalate a situation to the point to where you leave your well dry. And a man, you women, we understand operate off emotional standpoint. Men, we are very logical. So if you come in and you just logically, we like, okay, bam, all right, my son needs some food. All right, I'm gonna be by there, bring him some food, and I'm gonna let that be.
Oh, yeah.
So, I feel that, she was wrong, and that was that.
It's that logical standpoint for me.
Yeah.
You ever met a female that logically tried to challenge your manhood as far as like the statues and what you're supposed to actually do as a man?
Right.
For me, it's the voice of my head. It's like, and I don't know why. It's like Della Reese. Yeah. Oh, so now you want to shoot me in my pinky toe,
right?
And that's the response I get. But it's like I try so hard to have a poker face, but sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah. I feel you.
So my thing is, and here's the thing. And we talked about this. The chat has been popping. So we talked about this too. So I don't ever want to feel like I am being parented by my significant other, by the mother of my children, by anyone else that doesn't hold that title of mother to me. Because when we look at it, we appreciate the creation that goes into place, right? Everyone says that they appreciate the creation. Okay, cool. God ordained us to pass along that seed to the mother to fertilize and to create that child. So there should never be a case to where the mother or woman itself feels entitled to tell that father what he can and cannot do. Right. I feel like, honestly, legally, I think that's where the woman and the court system itself wins out versus the man. So it's like, okay, well, you were the original I don't want to say delivery, but you were the original sender.
Okay.
You sent it to her. So guess what? Now we're going to actually side with her in anything and everything else that we say, because based off popular opinion, because that's what we see by documents, legal law trumps natural law, which is crazy to the father.
Yeah.
So that thing touched tone, man. And
because, because a lot of times, and salute to now, because you are seeing more fathers stepping up, more fathers, it's always been there.
Yeah.
It's just that statistics probably just view the more negative side, but they always been there, whether it was the father or not, but the uncles, grandparents, things like that, men figures being in a young man, a young woman's life.
Right.
But it's almost as if, we had an episode before where we said, the destruction of the black male, where that energy of him being the protector of the community, or his first himself, then his family, and then from there on. But it's like they want to destroy that image so bad. And my question is, why? Well, we know why, but ask yourself that question. Why would they go to these extents to destroy something that's so beautiful?
Right. And when we talk about it, our initial placement is to be the protector and the provider. So there should be no questioning in regards to what it is that the typical man of color, black male itself actually brings to the table. It's like, who are you listening to that's directing you in having a different term or a different definition of who I am?
Yeah.
If you are, one, coming with the open heart,
Okay.
open mind, and a free spirit itself, I can show you who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you who I am by my actions. Now, if you actually approach the situation, say in the relationship, and you have a hidden agenda, then eventually it will actually be shown through like a pimple. It's gonna pop up.
It's gonna show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the objective of the game is to kill the king. Our place itself has always been established. So, oh man, I was watching Dave Chappelle special.
Okay.
And he was talking about it. So why is it that every other race, including, Caucasians, including Asians, why is it that when they actually have a preference in their sexual preference itself, why is it that they are received in open arms? But when a black man actually starts to talk about his mental health, why are we shunned? Not just by them, but also by our own. Like that brother, like going back to that video, we don't know what was going on with him. And a lot of times we get engaged in those conversations and we really, it's already been a long day.
Right.
Brother probably lost his job.
Right.
Dog probably got whatever the case may be, put down or whatever. Probably got in a car accident, probably got a speeding ticket on his way over there to do a good deed for his child. And then he's actually approached with aggression. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh man. I don't want to get this brother name wrong. But this a sister sent me this the other day. And what's this brother name? Jason Wilson. Mr. Jason Wilson. You've heard of him? And he broke down that you ever looked at an older couple, married couple, he said that, especially say he started at, black married couple, the woman is always able to move and keep going, like she's in good top shape, like no walking, no cane, no nothing. But the black man is always houched over, like he walking with a stick, like his joints hurting as he in his older age. And he said it made him think. And he said he started thinking that, why don't men rest? Ooh. And it was really, really good. And he broke it down to the point to where he said in growing up in times, we're always thought to keep moving. He said it was one point where his wife would come home, he'll be trying to rest, and his wife would come home and he'll jump up and he'll start getting to work and doing something. And he was like, why is it that we feel we always have to keep moving and going? And he was like, it's because we already been programmed to the point to where I have to keep staying on my feet because I got to be in protection mode all the time, whether it's at home, whether it's out in the street, my job, my friends, whatever it may be. So I'm always on my toes and I got to be moving. He said, but we never give our time to rest.
Yep.
And he was like, if we was as men took our time to rest, we'll see a whole different dynamic in men. But he said women, family structures, give them the opportunity to rest.
Oh yeah. Ooh, man. I definitely agree with that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because he was like, you can't be, your mental health is, I care about your mental health. Why this ain't done yet? Why you ain't go over here and do such and such? You know that boy over there.
There we go.
Are
you my wife or are you my parent? Let me tell me what to do. Hold on now. Wait now.
Right. Let's talk. Let's sit down and have a communication.
Yeah.
Let's find a medium between this. Let's balance this thing out.
Man, look at here. Right. By nature, by law, when you check that box on your taxes, head of household, that thing means something.
Yeah.
But you have as your
man.
Significant other.
Supposed to be doing better.
That was the first one. We'll bloop it out.
Skirt one.
Oh God. As the head of the household itself, we have that responsibility. But man, it's right. Like you look around historically at the black communities, you're gonna see a whole lot of grandmamas. You're gonna see a whole lot of great grandmothers. Where the grandfathers and where the great grandfathers at?
Yeah, they gone.
They gone. High blood pressure, diabetes, whatever the case may be. But man, you don't see a lot of cats like that.
Yeah.
How many how many in shape grandfathers do you see roaming around? That's not using a cane, that's not using a wheelchair, that doesn't have to go through dialysis, and not to
I don't see
knock
many here
anyone's health
in the diaspora.
issues or anything of that nature. But we have to actually start taking time for ourselves.
Yeah.
Regardless of if it's you're not getting superlatives for being a man, like in your relationship. When you actually made that vow itself to say, will you marry me? And she said, I do. Then that has to have some form of a value, some form of a weight. But you got to remember, outside of being your husband, I'm also possibly a uncle, a brother. I'm an employee. I might be an employer. I'm a doctor. I'm a physician. I'm a plumber. I'm a exterminist. Like, we wear all these different titles, but yet we can't even find peace of mind.
Right. I gotta find peace of mind.
Gotta find peace of mind. That thing is a killer, man.
Yeah. And that, I seen somebody put on the media the other day. It said, peace of mind is the real flex. That's the real flex. Because, that mind, man. I know, and for me, I know at one point in my life, man, because I've been in that situation in that video before. I had children at a very young age. It's my first son. I had him my freshman year in college. So, the beginning of my freshman year in college. He was conceived October 31st. I remember that date. Right? I remember the date. And I remember me being young. I thought I already had the world figured out. Man, I ain't know shit. Nothing. I ain't know nothing. And I remember that time, shout out to my wife, you know what I'm saying, where we used to go back and back. And I remember that time going to the court system. And I remember, man, I was like, you ain't about to get me. I'm gone. I was about to be going to the Marines.
But that's only word.
Right. I thought I knew, bro. I was like, fuck this college. I'm about to go to the Marines because you ain't about to get me. I'm about to go in here. I'm about to do ABC. And I remember, what's the judge name? Down in Conway. Hendricks. Judge Hendricks. He say, we stand in the front of there, and I'm in front of the courtroom, like going in, like, I can't see my son, and she want me to do and da-da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, come to the back. Come to the back. And he stopped everything and had us walk to the back. And he was like, listen, you doing too much up here in front of this courtroom. Ooh. And he was like, yeah, she already came before time and already said that she wasn't even going to take you through this. I'm trying to explain to you, sir, that she was dropping every charges and all and everything. He was like, but yet you so quick on defense. And he was like, you better be happy, man. He said, because I don't get a lot of women that come here and do that.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, dang. All right.
Right.
And I called the Breeze right after that. I was like, yeah, go ahead. Just drop that. Yeah, never mind, sir. You can take my application all the way out. I'm good. But, but I was, at that time, I was filled with so much anger because I felt that, okay, I created it. I don't have no say-so.
None.
Because at that time, I'm going through these whole parent media rights and all this type of stuff. It was, I ain't going to call their name, but it's a joint down back at home. And, they try to help you. But the whole time I'm going through these classes, and the man's telling me, like, pretty much, man, we just here to support you, but you ain't going to get no rights.
Ain't nothing you can do.
Ain't nothing you can do.
Yep.
Like, state of South Carolina states that a black man or a man doesn't have any rights to do so. So I was like, so what? That's a problem. So, it's all that trauma, all that is still being pumped throughout our families, passed on to our children and things like that, to where we got to learn to rest and just be still for a moment.
We got to, like, chill out.
Yeah.
And we talk about, even like shifting our mindsets. And we started talking about, Dr. Strange and stuff, like entering those different portals to where, I've had several dreams where I've died and woke up. And for me, those are just extensions of lives that I've actually lived throughout those dreams in another dimension. And then here I am, boom, right back here.
Dang, that's crazy, bro. Because I had always growing up, my dream was always me running in it was a full white room, and I'm just running. Like, there was never no end. I
Steady
mean, I
running.
remember that till the time I think my daughter, my second child, was born. That's when it stopped.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from young age.
What'd you take from it?
I don't know where I was running from.
Steady running.
Steady running. Running.
Stay away from the light, girl.
Yeah. But that's crazy though, the dimension. I'm glad you brought that up. Because what that Dr. Strange was, the dimensions and how your dream state is just you living a different reality.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
Yeah. This reality here, man, I'm telling you what, this thing for the last 4 years been kicking my behind.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long roller coaster road, from learning how to co-parent, and we're still learning how to co-parent. Matter of fact, the missus was like, we had a conversation yesterday, right, on a phone call, and she was like, "I'm proud of you." It's like just based off like the tone and like how you actually presented it, because I could tell like at the beginning of the call you just wanted to just go in.
Yeah.
And it's like for me, it's little things that are misunderstood.
Right.
They get magnified.
Yes.
So you can't be cordial 1 minute, but then yet when I turn my back, you already got your knife like this.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't handle anybody like that in that capacity.
Right.
So when I see that, it does irritate me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm irritable right now to where now that irritability has actually created anxiety.
Okay.
So I try to keep things on a surface level.
Right.
Prime example, bro, like as soon as I leave here, I'm going down to the courthouse. I got to do a modification. I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
like,
what it is.
I'm supposed to appear in court in September. It is what it is. I got to do this modification. But that's the direction that was chosen, because we're choosing not to communicate and to do what's best for our sons.
Right.
It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about we still as a family unit, understanding that how this affects them.
Right. And in the process, they forget that part.
Yeah.
Because, again, our relationship for these children is that. But me and you, that's something totally different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't mess up something innocent with the outside. And that's something I never forget. I used to always get on my mom about that coming up. Because I used to feel like that was always like, your daddy, da. But she would always say, when you get older, you will see.
Right.
And I kind of see, that's why I say with that video, I can understand two sides.
Right.
Because the frustration of her with the other daddies threw on this brother who probably be there for his child, and we don't know what the inside of the house story looked like. Just us assuming what could be. But attacking him, who probably like, I'm here for you, because what I'm taking is he probably loved her unconditionally. Mm-hmm. And that rage is the fact that I can't do this, and now he gone. That's that whole attack, because you still got a love for the brother.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're frustrated with these other children, father, that the attack on him because of him being so loving and unconditional, that's the only thing that you can latch on or ride.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, I get that other side of where then her being the mother and these other dads ain't doing what they supposed to do is like, you will see one day, children, that men ain't da-da-da-da-da-da. Because as I got older, I'm like, well, maybe my mama wasn't that too crazy. Because as I get older, I start seeing actions and movements, and I'm like, yeah, she had a right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To feel how she felt and move how she moved. Like, you had every right. So it's I guess for me, it's because I've been on both spectrums of that.
It's twofold for you.
It's twofold, yeah. So it's like,
Well, if we could take a moment, like, I'll be honest with you, like, would that be a conversation to just unpack everything, that you would be like, hey, are you willing to talk? Are you willing to talk? Me and my brother, like, let's have this conversation. Like, would that be something that you would literally like promote?
For what?
To actually get to the root, like, yo, it's like, hey, what?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah. Because it's hurt. All that stuff, it act out over time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why I give a huge salute to my mom, because it was somebody who was hurt for so many years.
Oh yeah.
And then to come out now.
Shout out Miss Amy.
Yep, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Now to see her where she at now, I'm like, man, wow.
Still going.
Still going.
Strong
So
woman, bro.
when I hear the definition of a strong queen, that's her. Because I seen her go through so many layers
Yeah.
of life. And then I'm now a parent. I went through that whole part with, oh, okay, my child, da-da-da-da. And in reality, I mean, bro, at the time when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie, I was still trying to hang out with y'all. I was still trying to be for the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm not ready for this. What? I'm being honest. So a lot of it was me still being an immature male.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't start maturing until I became a dad.
Yeah.
Like y'all y'all saw y'all knew my pattern.
Yeah.
I was like, my thing is I'm here for the experience, the understand, because again, as we talked, I started late in the game, bro.
Right.
Like, I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18.
Yeah.
Till I was off away from college. And then, 2 years prior, that's when I got into my first serious relationship.
Yeah.
But fast forward now at 38, soon to be 39, I'm about to marry the one and only.
Oh.
It took me shout out my queen. It took me that long to actually to come to that conclusion as a man.
Okay.
So salute to all the fathers, salute to all the mothers right now that are making it work, that are making it do what it do.
Right.
Keep them people out of y'all business because they wasn't in your business to begin with. So
Yeah.
keep them out of doing the process of being a parent.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sharing with him before we started was a clip I seen on Instagram where it had it was in the 86 where they had a group of women and they were sharing about, do you need a man, and all the women, but it was a post, and we're gonna try to find it and share it with y'all. But it was breaking down the dynamics of a black home where at one point here in America, the black family was the number one family, had the most interaction with the woman and man and child within the household. I couldn't find the year because we was trying to pull it up because I want to share those statistics, but we're going to share it. You're going to see it in the post, though. But we were the number one family unit in America. But we know that through society, different movements, it was a job to destroy that because it was a powerful unit. But I see it coming back.
We fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
Like we talked about the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
We don't reflect on the 50s, the 40s, or the 30s, or even the 20s, or even the turn of the century. I'm like, these folks were business owners. I don't know. I wish I could just go back in time to see what that looked like. Because, as Daddy was telling me, it's like his grandmother would be my great-grandmother. She was a business owner, like in Lower South Carolina, like in the whole. So I'm sitting and thinking about it at the time. It's like, women have always been popping as far as with the ideas. I think now it's the culture that has deceived us.
Right.
I think it's not having those Felicia Rashads and more of those VH1 stars and stuff playing their roles. I don't know if these folks really are like that in real life, but it's the roles that they played that are projected on these young mothers. Yeah. And shoot, someone like these mid-range, like that image.
Because if you
and now they follow suit.
Right. Because if you break it down, again, back to that, a lot of us are hurt individuals. So hurt people cling to something that's going to make them feel good. Almost like somebody addicted to a drug or something. They addicted to something that may gave them a happy moment at that time.
Oh,
or
God.
It felt good.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the new drug.
That's the new drug. Being toxic is a drug.
It is.
It is very addictive. It's a substance that you don't even see coming. You don't have to actually roll it up. You don't even have to pay for it. It comes free. And that, for me, that's what makes it the most dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because as we, explored and we learned, as far as like that spiritual energy, that sexual energy that we transfer. So, man, for me, even at this day and age, I don't like people, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I don't know where your spirit been.
I got, that one cousin we got there, she be like, remember in church, she be like, don't pray over me.
Yeah.
But I be sitting back now, I be like that too. They be like, oh, what's up? What's good?
For real.
Let me give you, just pound.
For real. That I sent you a song last week, and in that song, oh my God, the guy itself, the album itself is just beautiful. But in that song, he states that what's the use of a prayer that goes unheard?
What's the use of a prayer that goes unheard?
Yep, that goes unheard. So he is talking about,
okay.
us being
Break that down,
responsible, as human beings on this dimension. And man, for all y'all with that spookism, like just vibe with it for a minute. He talked about what if God and the devil, he painted it out so perfectly. God and the devil sitting down having a conversation. He walked into the conversation. And from that conversation, he learned that free will was always up to us.
Ooh. Come on, Doc. Come on,
So
brother. Come on.
I was like, oh, man, I played that song about 10, 15 times, but the way he broke it down was amazing.
Yeah.
So when we talk about free will, it's like we can sit here and say, well, I'm going to pray for you. I don't know what's being backed by that prayer. Like, I don't really know, because you say that you worship who you worship over these X amount of years that you've been worshiping this person, but I don't really think you know that you really worshiping.
Right, bruh. We just did a whole skirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
And that's how it happens. The transition. Little PowerPoint, little button that you do, little effect.
Right. But, bruh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't pray. I thank you.
Yeah.
But I appreciate, what's better. Just keep me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't.
Yeah.
I don't want
that whole
you-
keep
I
me
don't
in
want
your
that.
thoughts.
Oh yeah,
All
no,
that,
I don't even want that. Be honest with you, because I don't know where your thoughts are.
That's it, bro.
No, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know what's powering your prayers. So I don't. It's no offense. I don't want them, because I don't want a person to pray over me that doesn't ask God, what can I do for you today? How can I be a better servant to you? If you can't answer that question first and foremost, when's the last time you've asked God what can be done in his name or her name, whichever one that you actually relate to?
Yeah.
Don't pray for me.
Bruh. Ooh. So, all right. So the other day I'm talking with this brother. I got an ancestor veneration class going on right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Can you break that down?
So ancestor veneration is a practice that you see many cultures do, but within our family units, our society, we don't do a lot of ancestor veneration, and that's pretty much calling forth the ones that came before us, right? So you walk into a nail salon, you may see the Asian lady got her ancestor shrine right at the door. You go, the money we spend every day, that's somebody's ancestor face on there. These different street names, a lot of these cities and things like that are named after somebody else's ancestors, and we honor them by calling their name.
Okay.
So we're empowering their people, but we don't empower our own. So this class is teaching you how to do that. And this ain't nobody, you ain't got to be no woke, whatever it may be. If you go to church, to the mosque, you're in African spiritual system, voodoo, whatever it may be, we all have ancestors that we must honor. So we have that class going on now.
I like the way you put that. Especially with the uplifting the ancestors, because we're doing a lot of Benjamin Franklin uplifting right now.
Right.
As a culture.
Okay.
Especially the woke culture and stuff. So. Yeah.
Come on.
I got you.
So we in the class, and I used talking about prayer, and that when it comes to the ancestors, we don't pray to the ancestors. We talk to the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I feel that's on a whole nother level. I don't think that, because when you speak on prayer now takes you out of it, and it puts somebody else in the middle of there.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
If you're saying that I'm a divine person, where I don't need no middleman, because me being a divine, I have a direct connection to the source.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm speaking to that divine energy in myself that then lightens to the essence of everything.
Ooh.
So
okay.
Prayer, to me, is something that we use a lot of us has gotten by, by the words of prayer. Give thanks to the mothers. But I think when our elders back then was praying, because we all heard grandma go in the prayer closet.
Oh, yes.
I know plenty times my grandma come out, or I could be standing at her door listening. She having a conversation. She was talking to herself. It wasn't, no, I need this, I need to do this, I need that. No, it was, look, I'm at a crossroads today. I don't know what happened, but came out like she was talking to herself, and I'm gonna get through this because I know at the other end it was talk, conversation.
Right.
And
From the soul to the soul.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that how you said that whole prayer, you got to be careful because we know words have power.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can say you're going to pray for me, but intentionally in your mind, there could be a jealousy or some type of thing that may come up in your mind. And while you praying, that jealousy and stuff can have an alteration because, again, it's all science.
Ooh, let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Let's
so
go.
You can mean well, but your true intentions inside could alter everything that you're saying.
That's right. Yeah.
So it could be good and it could be bad. So I feel you when you say that whole pray for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like cool. I'm good, love.
Yeah.
I'm good, love. Like I'm good. But I appreciate. Thank you for that gesture, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't get offended by it.
Don't get offended.
It's having an understanding that, you know, some people blessings are curses to you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we do a lot of double talk, especially in our community. But it's funny that you say that. So that was one thing that was deceptive of us actually speaking in our original dialect to ourselves. So if I teach you a new, if I teach you a bastardized language,
right,
good luck with your spirit or your self being itself,
right,
trying to crack that code out of 9 to 10 different languages.
Right. Because even in this class, don't be so quick to try to learn somebody else's language to interpret. And I don't want nobody, don't get all your panties in a bunch. Okay? You know who you are, y'all online internet folks.
That's for men and women.
But right, yeah. But don't get to the point. Don't be so quick to run from what's already yours. We got something here. Use that.
Use it.
So somebody told me, like, when I come to mine, I'm coming broken English, everything.
Oh yeah.
Mine gonna hear me. Cause I'm coming there, I'm be like, look at here, boy, shoot, nah, boy. Hey, your boy over here, I am hot 100. Like, I would be here talking. That's how I'm talking to mine.
Yeah.
That's how I talk. Like, look, but I'm not trying to speak on a whole nother.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this is proper. This is probably the most proper dialogue that you all are actually going to get from us. Because outside of this here, we be going in.
Yeah, because even where we from, I mean, there was a whole Gullah Geechee Bible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
it's just different.
It was different.
But when people actually say, when they talk about South Carolina, it's like, oh, they slow this, that, and the third. It's like, y'all see anything slow coming out of South Carolina? I see everything prospering. It's prospering for them because they tapped into it.
Right.
We tapped out.
Right.
For whatever various reasons.
Right. Now, it ain't that you just moving too fast.
Yeah.
You moving fast and ain't getting nowhere where we moving slow and getting it.
They got the Barney Rubble feet.
Right. But I think that's the beauty of it, the South. And shout out, you know, we had an episode with DJ Skills. You know, I was talking with him yesterday. He was introducing me to this rap group, Oxymoron.
Oh, yeah, Oxy.
Yeah. And they 3 brothers from South Carolina.
Yep.
And they was playing a song, and he was just saying, like, we was listening to it, and I was like, wow. Now you got Crit.
Mm-hmm.
But that was back then. Was that?
He was Schoolboy.
Yeah.
Look at Schoolboy sound and look at his style.
Yeah. But it was like how, and he's played me this part where Charlamagne was pretty much saying, like, when the world get a hold of the essence and trueness of South Carolina, it's gonna change the whole world.
Yeah. Because
it's something that you can't just talk about it. You have to truly experience. He said, and when the world experience that Gullah Geechee, that South Carolina, that low country, he said, oh, it's going to be something different. He said, because you think all these little avenues and these things now, these language and culture, how people speak, he was like, that's cool. But when you hear that.
Oh, yeah. That's a game changer. It does something to your soul.
It's a vibration of true love, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's a vibration of true love.
Yeah.
And like you get now, well, I just seen a report before we was coming here. Charleston is again one of the #1 places to live.
Mm-hmm.
That vibration of true love.
Skyrocketing, everything's going up. Prices, everything.
You know?
But that's another thing. So when we talk about that, why are we not building anything new? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I literally hit the lottery in regards to financially or educational wise, my main priority for me would be to put an HBCU down in our area. Because, me and you talked about it as far as like having a charter school. I talked about, just putting forth effort to actually bring a charter school. But I would love to actually have a black owned HBCU down by the water.
Yeah.
Look at how, and I was in my thoughts the other day. You remember going to the graveyard for the football games on Friday night? Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
Now, look at Coastal now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Coastal football now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Coastal baseball. Look at their basketball. Basketball has always been popping since Tony Duncan and Muhammad Acha. Like, they've always been popping. But now look at how that's affecting the economic growth of Conway.
Right. Yes.
And it's only going to blossom. So we,
Mm-hmm.
us, as individuals from down that area itself need to tap in, because if we don't tap in, they pretty much tap in these pockets, and they actually are redeveloping this land. So that trap house in about 2 to 3 years from now, fellas, is going to be prime state real estate that they've already got their eyes on. They
know
just
going to
waiting.
be.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is. What you doing in secret? What you think you doing in secret? They already know about it. They just counting down the days.
They count for facts.
Yeah, they just counting down the days. And we talked about even with the sister that you was telling me about that mentioned Bucksport.
Yes.
So
yes,
yeah.
They know it's on the map.
Yeah,
People know. They know what's going on, and they know who they targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Those ancient people.
Yeah. So, hey, man, a target doesn't necessarily have to end with a bullet. It can also end with a financial restraint to put you in a crippling position to where you can't actually even move how you want to move.
Right.
So,
Right.
I know
they
for
put
a
a lot
while-
of this stuff on TV, like all these shows. Like, what's that one show Oprah did with the young boy?
What's that?
I forgot the name of it, but the dark-skinned kid and the sister, they had a farm.
I stopped watching Oprah since the 90s.
Yeah, Sade was watching it, so I was just used to sit there. But it spoke on that where they was coming in, taking farmland, heirs properties type places, and developing different things like a prison systems and stuff like that. And a lot of television only plays out what's already down the pipe.
That's right.
That's all it is. We now, Doctor Strange, like talked about the dimension, and then here it is. They talking about open up a whole nother portal or dimension for something else. Like, but it's all acting out.
And they always open. It's always like when they do a transaction and when they open up an account. For me, I feel like they're opening up a portal.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take them from one place to the next.
Yeah.
We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah. So we say all that to say, as family units, black man, black woman, like, and I'm just saying black man, black woman, just to keep it, there.
Politically correct.
Politically correct. But, come together, man. Start loving one another. If you don't understand a situation or something, communicate that, especially amongst the mother, the father. Communicate those things, right? And just we just strive as individuals to do right and speak to that divine inside to make sure that as you move forward, everything aligns in what you asking from yourself as well.
That's right. You couldn't have said that any more eloquently, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cause I'm proud of you too. Cause I've been with you on this journey, brother. I salute to the brother. No, you know what I'm saying? Cause
we have some stories upon stories over the last decade.
Yeah.
Like,
but we growing every day though.
We growing.
Yeah.
But like when you told originally when that situation happened with the court, you told me, and it was like ever since then, it's like sisters went from here to here.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that.
Yeah.
Like ever, it's unheard of.
Yeah.
We got cats right now. We could say, "Hey, this is what's going on in his household.
Yeah.
This is what's going on in his household. Why are they so common?"
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you now, I've mentioned it before on the episodes. That fight wasn't easy.
Yeah.
But it was that moment that I understood I always have to make sure I have her on my team.
Oh yeah.
Cause that defined everything for me. And you know the story and all that when all that went down, that stuff.
Yeah.
But that was the whole purpose. I'm like, okay, so I can live with my choices.
Yeah.
And stand on it, on my square.
Yeah.
Cause I know.
God be the glory. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. So is there one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we good, and we definitely, and within our family, the young men. So let me salute to.
Oh
to
yeah.
Y'all. Now I ain't giving. Now some of y'all don't take the salute to you because some of y'all ain't doing what you're supposed to do, and we gonna put that there.
That's the disclaimer.
That's a disclaimer. But to the ones of the bloodline, salute to y'all young men. I see y'all. Your ACs, Javis, I see y'all.
Keep doing it. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, Ray, I see y'all.
Lord have mercy. I ain't even gonna start naming no names. Like,
yeah, I don't know why I started naming names. I should have left it at that because it's a lot of y'all. I don't want y'all to come at me and get at me, but I love all y'all.
Yeah, love y'all. Like, it's just it's different seeing them, especially like being younger. It's like,
yeah,
I'm literally handling y'all business.
They handle their business, bro. They handle their business. So, society gonna only show us just a small percentage of what's really happening.
Right.
But it's a lot of good brothers out here doing what they supposed to do, and women.
Right.
But,
oh yeah. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
So we say that as far as like the men because we don't. I don't know if it's a macho thing to where we don't really shout each other out. It's
yeah.
like, it's cool.
Love on love. Yeah.
We don't want to show each other a lot of love. Man.
Yeah, we don't.
Like that goes hand in hand with the masculinity that's being attacked today.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that might be the. Well,
yeah. I had a brother yesterday. I talked to him, and he was like, I don't celebrate. He's like, I don't celebrate my birthday or nothing like that. He's like, I guess my wife want to take me out. I guess that's all right. I say, bro, let her love on you, man, and be open to letting her love on you.
Yeah.
He was like, I ain't never thought about that. No, brother, go and let them love on you.
Yeah.
And don't fight it. Just enjoy it.
Just let it be.
Let it be. Yeah. Let it be.
I like that.
Yeah, let it be.
So here we are, man.
Yeah,
Shout out.
What you got going on?
Oh man. All right. So right now, like I said, boy, I just got off the road. Shoot, at 6 o'clock this morning, boy. I done jumped into this 1099 game of legitimately, being a business owner.
Okay.
So, I'm doing the courier method right now.
Okay.
I'm still actually doing the mentorships itself.
Yes.
I'm honestly, I'm really trying to actually look at how I can actually flip that thing. So I started doing some research and started looking. It's like I want to take it from not just at-risk mentors, at-risk students itself. I want to take it to incarcerated parents so we can actually have a dialogue or build a bridge from their children that's on the other side of that wall.
Okay.
So just been in the pot, man. The summer's out right now. I got my boys, every other week. It's a nice balance for me to have right now. I'm on that hunt as we talked about before.
Yeah.
So everything right now is going good, man.
All right.
How about you?
Getting
ready for the wedding too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Countdown.
Yeah, countdown.
Countdown. Doing it down in the low country. This is how we doing it.
That place where we talk about the vibration of love.
Yeah.
But I got right now, Wise Enrichment Group, we growing.
Okay.
We about to get back into doing our webinars. So stay tuned if you want to learn anything dealing with finances, building a business, need a coach. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I've been tooting my own horn lately.
You got to.
Yeah. I've been stunting a little bit because I had to let a lot of people know I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
Yeah.
What
you said, a decade in, right?
Yeah, over a decade. You
just started this last year.
Yeah.
Before that.
A
decade of experience.
Yeah, yes.
So you can talk your stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I'm talking it too. Yeah, because I see, salute to all y'all I see y'all out there that's using that dialect because I know how I speak, how I talk, and I see it online now. So salute to y'all.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Influencer.
Yeah.
Put an influence by your name too.
Yeah, influencer. Yeah.
Okay.
So salute, the coach's coach. So come holler at me. Wise Enrichment Group, we teaching, we building, we growing businesses, and stepping into my priesthood more now and teaching more on ancestor veneration, the power of ancestors, and just allowing them to use me as a vessel to shine and let them know more about them because they're here.
I see.
Yeah, so that's what we got going on, bro.
Okay. I like that one.
Yeah, brother.
Hey,
yeah,
the
bro.
next conversation, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, we like doing these episodes, you know, when we have something on the brain, on the heart to talk about.
Right, cause
We don't just do them just randomly.
Yeah,
it
'cause
don't make sense.
and you may think, be like, dang, they went there and it was right over there, but in the end, if you really listen, it all plays its part.
Yeah, we told y'all this is a journey. So now we done put out a 7-track EP as far as part of My Thoughts podcast, Sophisticated Ignorance. So this is where we at right now. 7 is a great number. It's a phenomenal number. So, you know, that's where we're at right now as far as this whole thing that we're doing. Yeah. It's a volume. So I personally would encourage everyone to go back and start from episode 1 and to follow our journey all the way down to episode 7.
Yes.
Not just actually be entertained.
Yes.
But actually pick up on what we actually dropping.
Yes. We dropping it.
Yeah. It's about to get a lot more wickeder, you know, because there's been a lot of stuff. Also, a lot of other stuff, just side note, that's been coming out. And, you know.
Don't give it to him.
I ain't going to give it to him.
Don't give it to him. So, this part of My Thoughts, y'all. Episode 7. Share, like, subscribe. Do all that, man.
Support.
You know what I'm saying? Like that page say, somebody, why you ain't made it yet? Why you ain't a millionaire yet? Because you don't be sharing my stuff.
Yeah.
Share the stuff.
Yeah.
If you support, you love it, please share it. And if you don't, share it.
Share it.
Ain't gonna hurt you.
It might not be for you, but it might be for that younger cousin, female, male, whatever the case may be, that does actually need to hear your point of view from a different point of view.
That's it.
From a different perspective. So
it's just our thoughts.
Yeah, this is what we do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we out, episode 7, part of My Thoughts.
Where can they find you at?
Oh, you can find me at wise_LLC. You.
All right. Earthlife, EURFLIFE. Instagram, earthlife.com as well. So link up with your kin folks.
That's it. We out. Peace.
Peace.